Hello 12th class. This is your chapter 13, Relational Database, Storing and Manipulating Records. In this class, I'll explain the summary of the chapter. So first, we need to understand what is database. So database is a collection of information that is organized so that we can easily access and manage and update our data. So in this, we store our information at one place. DBMS, that is Database Management System. So this software is responsible for storing data, then manipulate and maintaining utilizing the database. So this database along with DBMS is referred to as database system. So there are many various software of DBMS available, that is Oracle, MySQL, MSQL, Sybase. Okay. So purpose of database. So these are the purposes that we already discussed, that is redundancy, inconsistency, sharing of data, security, integrity and standard. Now relational data model. So in relational data model, the data model that is organized in the form of table, means in the form of rows and column that make a relations. So the row in a table that represent the relationship among a set of values, and column what they will do, that is column represent the field or attributes related to relation under which the information will be stored. So now for example, this is the example. If we want to store the details of the student, then we need roll number, name, marks, section, and then we are writing the information according to their column names. Now this is the sample table of department. By this way you will create your tables. Now components of a table. So in the table it should be a byte form, that is group of 8 bits and used to store a character. Then it has a data item, record and a table. So this is your table. In this you have the fields, records and data items. Now there are some common RDBMS. So these are the name of the RDBMS, and out of these we will use MySQL, okay, for implementing our programs. Now there are various terms used in the relational model. So this is a relation. So the relation means the data is arranged in the form of rows and columns that make a relation or that make a table. Next is domain, that is a collection of values from where the values are derived from the column. Now there is a tuple, then attribute, degree and the cardinality. Degree number of columns and cardinality number of records or number of tuples. Now keys, so there are 4 keys, that is primary key, candidate key, alternate key and foreign key. So primary key, that is uniquely identify the data from the table. So in one table only one primary key is there. Candidate key means the key which is not the primary key. So the candidate key which is not a primary key, that is your alternate key. But what is candidate key? So candidate means if a key has a capability to become a primary key, that is your candidate key. Alternate key, so a key that is not your primary key is your alternate key. So in this table, if two or more candidate keys are there, so only one of them serve as a primary key and rest of them are the alternate keys. Now foreign key, so foreign key is based on a parent-child relationship. So that represents the relationship between two tables. So this is the parent table, this department is your parent table and this is your child table. So this department table is linked with this child table. Okay, you can see this department number is derived in employee. So this is your parent and this is the child table. Now referential integrity. So referential integrity is used in the foreign key, used with foreign key. So this is used to ensure the relationship between records in related tables that are valid and the user don't accidentally delete or change the related data. So in this you cannot enter a value in the child table which is not available in the master table. You cannot delete a record, you cannot modify or change the primary key value in the master table, okay, if its matching record is present in related table. Now this is the brief history of MySQL. So this MySQL is an open source software. You can download it from by this website. Okay, it is very fast, reliable relational database. So MySQL database system. So that is a database system that refers to the combination of the MySQL server instance and the MySQL database. Okay, so in this you have to create your own database, and in that database you have to create the tables. So in this you have a server and the client. So server, where the request coming in over the network and you access the database as per your requirement. And what is client? So in client you will send the request to the server and the server will respond accordingly. The features are the speed, ease of use, cost, query language support, portability and data types. These are also some features of MySQL. Now this is the starting MySQL. So when you install it, you will get it here, and then you have to write the password and then you will run the command. Now this is SQL and the MySQL. So this is the SQL that stands for the structured query language. So it is a language that enables you to create and operate on relational databases. So this MySQL uses SQL in order to access the database. So that is the standard language used by almost all the database software vendors. Okay, you know SQL and MySQL, that I already cleared, but here we have to use the MySQL software. Now data definition language. So this is basically used for creating the objects and stored in a file, that is data dictionary. So in this the major commands are the create, alter and drop. Now this is data manipulation language. So in this data manipulation, this is basically related to the retrieval of record, insertion, modification and the deletion. So for this the major commands are select, insert, update and delete. So now your chapter is over. So you have to revise the chapter and you have to make proper notes. Okay. So in the next class you will get the assignment and you have to solve your assignment. Okay. So thank you and have a nice day.